Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Tinesha Davis, the Fun and Budget Act, where we discuss all things budget, all things travel, and all the random things that I just want to talk about. And most of the time I do try to make them related to budget, even if it means I mention the word budget in the video. Okay, so right now we're going to talk about August budget review. All right, yeah, there's a few things that I want to talk about. One of the things is, in the past I have done Dave Ramsey's zero base budget, and that basically means that whatever your income is going to be, you're going to assign every single dollar a job. You're going to say, this dollar here is going to go towards bread, this is going to go towards grocery, this is going to go towards gas, this is going to go towards... You're going to keep doing that all the way till you're down to zero. You're not going to leave any money just free and open for you to have a good time with and see what happens. Yeah. Well, this month I decided to do something a little different. My new focus became abundance. Now, I did Dave Ramsey's zero base budget for a good 2 years, and I must say that I do believe that it's an excellent practice in discipline if you're not used to budgeting. If you're the type that kind of squanders your money, or at the end of the month you don't even realize where your money went, do a zero base budget, for real. Trust me. That's why I switched over, because I felt that I was, you know, I couldn't account for my money for real. I felt like I made too much money to not really have anything to show for it. Now, so I retrained the way I think and everything was going good. Now my focus has shifted to discipline. So I'm doing my budget a little differently. And so that's what we're going to discuss, and we're going to see how did it go for the month of August. And remember that on this side of the column, it's what I projected, and on this side of the column, it's what actually happened. And then anything highlighted in pink means I did better than expected, and if it's highlighted in blue, it means I did a little worse than I expected. Okay, so I projected that I was going to make $10,390, and I actually did way better. I made $11,893. Where did the extra money come from? Basically, I had thought that my tenants were going to be moving out in August. I thought that they were going back to school. I don't know. I just made this assumption because that's what normally happens. And so therefore, when I did my budget, I only budgeted for a portion of the August rent and not all of it. Turns out all 3 of my tenants are still here for this month, and I'm assuming next month too. I don't know when they're moving out, but it's all good with me. So yeah, so therefore I made $11,893. Gifts. I said I was going to give $600, and I actually gave $1,025. HOA was $95. Gas, I said $35. It actually came in at $30. Electricity, $305, I said, and it came in at $285. Cell phone is $215. Internet, $80. Security systems, $120, and that is for the security systems on 2 homes. Insurances, $120. Easy Pass, $25. Subscription services, to include Netflix, Hulu, Movie Pass. Yeah, I'm still with them, y'all. And $5 for Patreon is $35. House cleaning, $200. The lawn, $120. My nails, I said $75, but I actually only spent $48 because I only got my nails done this month. I did not get a pedicure, simply because when I made the appointment, she didn't have time to do both, and then I didn't have time to do both, and so we just did my nails, and I never end up going back to get my toes done. Home Depot, $100. I did get my front porch redone, and I charged the materials to my Home Depot card, and I have the 24% interest-free loan, and so that's the strategy that I'm using, so that's what I'm doing. Yes, I do say that I am debt-free, and I am debt-free. This is just a money game I'm playing simply because, yo, it's interest-free. I have the money in the bank to cover it, but it's all good. Credit card fee. So I had another credit card fee for $450 come through. Savings. I said I was going to save $1,000 and I actually saved $1,300. And originally this left me with $3,575 remaining, and in this new way that I'm doing my budget, that's the money that I left open. I wanted to feel abundant, so I just felt so much better seeing that money and feeling like I had this pot that I could just live my life with, rather than what I would normally do is giving myself like $700, and then let's say like if I overspent on that because I end up doing something or not doing something or going somewhere, I would readjust my numbers throughout the month. Well, I don't want to readjust my numbers, and also I didn't want to feel like I was penny pinching and so tight that somebody could say, let's go out to eat, and I'm looking at them like, budget life, ain't nobody going out to eat. Actually, I kind of still do that, but the point is I just want to feel abundant, and it really worked, y'all. Okay, now before we talk about my mortgage, let me tell you guys this. All right, for my job, I'm a contractor. So what does that mean? It means that I find jobs and I hire myself out to jobs. And the jobs can last 3 months, they can last 4 months, they can last a year, they can last 3 years. It just depends on what contract I'm working on. Well, y'all, it is time for my contract to be up. I mean, we're talking about any day now. So initially that made me want to hoard money. It made me want to say, you know what, with whatever money I have, let me just send it all to savings and forget about that goal I have of paying down my mortgage, right? I'm a natural saver, and saving is my comfort blanket. Having a big pile of money somewhere that I can reach and have access to is super comforting to me. But I had to go and look at everything. All right, so with the plan, again, Dave Ramsey's plan with the baby steps, one of the baby steps, baby step 3, is actually saving up 3 to 6 months of your living expenses in your emergency fund. And that is to cover things like this, things like if you're in between jobs, things like if a financial emergency popped up and you needed some extra money to handle that. Okay, so I had to relook at my expenses and add them up, and so I added those things up for 6 months, and I even kept in it the stuff like cable, the stuff, I mean not cable, the stuff like internet, the stuff like my subscription services, and I even gave it each month a $500 cushion to take care of groceries and miscellaneous things, right? And so when I multiplied that by 6, I actually had 7 months of living expenses saved up. And so I said, you have to be comfortable with that. So it basically came down that it was like, you know what, I can live off of 7 months of expenses saved up if I didn't have a job and everything. So I decided to not hoard my extra money in my savings and to go ahead with my initial goals, and that is paying down my mortgage. All right, so with that said, originally obviously I projected my normal mortgage of $3,100, but I was actually able to send $6,335 to my mortgage. So that was super cool. Now next, what we do with the things like groceries and restaurants and miscellaneous, I don't necessarily budget for those things. What I do is what I call mindful spending, where I try to just be conscious of what I'm spending and not go willy-nilly ham in these streets. Okay, so I take a look at what I did the month before and compare it to what I'm doing, what I did this month. Groceries, I spent $60 last month. This month I spent $83. And again, I did not highlight that because we all know that I really should be spending more money on groceries. I just don't like going to the grocery store. Restaurants, last month I did $127. This month I did $183. Miscellaneous, last month I spent $256. This month I spent $130, and I really like spending the $130 because I actually even bought me a new teapot that I really like. It's copper. It was like $40, but I had like this $10 off coupon, so it was $32. Normally I would not spend that much on a teapot. And then I took a Uber from the airport when I got back from Ghana, and the Uber was only $18, but I gave the driver a $10 tip because I was feeling super abundant. And then I also went to the Kennedy Center, and parking for that was $23. And then everything else was just miscellaneous things like soap and stuff like that. I spent $190 on clothes, and I believe I showed you guys the clothes that I purchased in my August budget video. And then I spent $227 on a Hamilton ticket. Went to see Hamilton. It was super awesome. $23 on an Airbnb for Madrid. $59 for a Barcelona Airbnb. And then $63 for another Barcelona Airbnb. Because when we go on our trip, we're going to stay in Barcelona a few days before our cruise, and then we're going to come back and we're going to stay in Barcelona a little bit after our cruise, and we're all staying together, so we split the Airbnb, the price for the Airbnb. I bought a flight to Miami, and that was actually no money because I used points, not credit card points, my airline points. So keep in mind that you have this pot of your credit card points if you play the credit card game like I do, but then you also have a pot from the airline. Like for instance, if you fly Delta, if you fly United, if you fly American Airlines, when you're registered with them, you also gain points for their flights. So I actually had enough points in one of their United, I believe it was it United? Yeah, it was United. I had enough points in my United bucket to get me and my friend a ticket to Miami because we decided to go to this party. Oh, I had $100 business expense, but this is the excited thing. All right, so people have been asking me about a P.O. box. Some people just want to send me cards, or they just want to send me a letter. And then some people actually want to send me t-shirts and hats and things like that from their businesses or whatever. I don't even know. And I didn't have a P.O. box. So I would tell them, oh, I don't have a P.O. box. So it's like, well, when you get a P.O. box, oh, one of these days. So I actually put getting a P.O. box on my goals for 2018. Y'all, I finally did it. I have a P.O. box. And once again, I am not soliciting anybody to send me anything or whatever. But if you did want to be pen pals, don't y'all miss them days when we used to write letters? I kind of do. I used to have pen pals, y'all. I used to I used to have international pen pals and everything. I wonder what happened to them. Well, anyways, if you do want to send me a letter or whatever, or anything or whatever you may want to do, the P.O. box is going to be listed in the details below. So I'm super excited for that. And it was $112 for the year. And that's it, y'all. I think that made sense. That is what happened with my money in the month of August. I think it was a really, really, really good month. I kind of feel like it was better than my months have been when I was doing it the other way. Or maybe it's because I didn't have these numbers out there, and therefore if I had to adjust the numbers, it made it look like I didn't hit my goals, or you know, you see blue all over the place. So I don't know, but I liked it this way. I felt super abundant, so much so. Let me tell you, like, another thing. Today I had to, and today's Friday. Yeah, I probably publish this today or tomorrow morning, but today is Friday, and I actually had to go to the airport to pick up Corinne's luggage for Corinne, because she missed her flight and I had to take another flight, and the flight went somewhere else, so her luggage came to the original destination. She missed her connecting flight, and so when I went to the airport, I had to park. You know, I had to go into hourly parking. Normally, y'all, your girl would be counting her coins. She would be like, what, $6 to run into the airport and everything, and then I'll be side-eyeing her like, really, $6? But when I do it the way that I'm doing it now, I feel so abundant. Like, I really love this feeling. I was able to donate more money. I'm actually donating more money, and it is like all good. So until next time, y'all, that's the story. My money told about me. Y'all can't see my hands. I think I like y'all seeing my hands. But that's the story my money told about me. What story is your money telling about you? Until next time, y'all, don't forget to thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment. And if you're not a regular person on YouTube, don't forget to hit the bell. That will set your notification so that when I have a video that comes out, you will actually get an email notification letting you know. So, peace, y'all.